What I need to do right, Lord. How can I get in your will, Lord? What I need to do to straighten this thing out, Lord. To get this trouble off my back so it can stop following me. So I can stop suffering. I was tired of suffering. I was tired. But being appointed as a child, can you imagine the nervousness and the fear it must have overcome Jeremiah? But he had the assurance that you are mine, and I will not send you out amongst these men without giving you the things that you need to carry out my mission. There was 3 points in the text, not one, but 3, that we found tension with, and we had to go back and exegete some more. Because you can't just get up and just start talking about what God said. You want to know why God said what he said at the time he said it in the context of the meaning. Or you'll be leading the people wrong. And that's not what I want to do today. Matthew Henry provides me with some excellent information. The 3 points was number 1. I knew thee before I formed thee in your mother. Number 2, I set thee apart. I set thee apart. Number 3, I sanctified thee before you was born. So all these 3 components took place before Jeremiah had even been assigned a mother. Because God had that spirit with him before he came and took on the earthly flesh. He had it with him. I knew thee before I formed thee. The Creator knows what to make of us before he makes us. So if you believe what I'm saying is that before you came, he already knew what you were going to be, what you was going to look like. Who parents was going to have to, he was going to send you to the raise you to take care of this child, because if you don't know, we are all children of God. We are all children of God. Now that we understand that God has a personal plan for us and how he birthed us in our physical form, it's important that the parents and the siblings and the cousins and the friends and anybody that you engage in an intimate relationship, you need to understand that you need to learn how to treat people right. You need to learn how to be nice. You need to learn that these are not yours, that we all belong to God. So when you leave here and you encounter a stranger, you need to look at this person and say, that's a child of God. When you lay down at night and you hold whoever you hold at night, understand that you're holding a child of God. Take care of the children of God. Number 2, I said be apart. The text tells us that Jeremiah was set apart to be a prophet, and that God sanctified him before he went out and was placed in the belly of the mother. So, Benita, understand that your son God loaned you was already appointed to be a minister for God's children, and that he had already sanctified him. All of that was done, but he entrusted you to take care of him. He entrusted you. Verse 29, Jeremiah chapter 29, verse 11 tells us, for the plan I knew, I say, the Lord says, they are plans for good, not disaster, and to give you a future and a hope. We as people of God's creation, we have to remember that God did not create us to make haste of our lives. That means he didn't create you to go out and do what you want to do, to who you want to do it to, how you want to do it to, be totally irresponsible, don't care about nothing or nobody. That's not what he created you for. He created you for good. He did not create us to hide from our earthly assignments in teaching people and bringing them into the house of the Lord and working as one to accomplish God's will. The third one attention was that God appointed him. In the text, God appointed Jeremiah to be a prophet to all nations as his cathedral praise. My accomplished pastor, he preaches to all of God's children, regardless of our known and unknown differences. All of us, everybody's welcome, everybody, in your birth form. You don't have to come here and hide who you are. Just come to church and get the word. Matthew Henry argues, and he gives me a little more reassurance that God personally assured Jeremiah that he was just designed as he wanted him to be. And that he should not be afraid of his assignment unless he, listen to me, mismanage it. I'm going to say it again. You don't have to be afraid of whatever it is that the calling on your life is. Some of us were born to dance. Some of us were born to draw. Some of us was born to sew. Some of us was born to sing. Some of us was born to play the keyboard. Some of us was born to preach. Some of us was born to teach. But don't mismanage it. Don't mismanage it. Chapter 8 in Romans, I did a little more research. It tells us that those who are led by the Spirit of God are what? Children of God. Those who are led by God in the Spirit are children of God. Because the Bible tells us that when the Spirit leads you, it controls you. When the Spirit leads you, it controls you. That's a good thing. Because you've been led by the Spirit. And all you got to do is get out the way. Because for one thing, God don't need your help to fix this thing. I'm going to say it again. God don't need your help to fix this thing. All you need to do is get out the way. Helping God is like running to a lion when he's fighting. A lion don't need your help. All he needs you to do is open the cage and get out the way and watch him work. He don't need your help. Because when you begin to walk, I'm going to say it again, when you begin to walk in your appointed purpose, something about you begin to change. The places you used to go, man, you don't go no more. Because you don't like to go those places no more. The people Mario and I used to hang out with, I don't hang out with them no more. Because they don't do the things that I do. Because I'm lining up. And I'm lining up for whatever God's will is on my life. It ain't good enough just to come to church all dressed up and all proper. And on the outside, you look good. But guess what? They dress a mummy up. And he running on the inside. It's more to it than that. It ain't good enough to come to church and say, I'm a Christian. Because you're in church every Sunday. It ain't good enough to be on Facebook. Quote your scriptures and your quotes and talking about your Facebook Christian. It ain't good enough trying to think through how many likes you can get and how many comments you can get. I play for the Dallas Cowboys because I got on a jersey. That's what that's like. Yeah, I do. If you can do all that, I can do that too. You got to change from the inside, not on the outside. We all can look good. But what about your inside? Yeah. Before I close today, I want to tell you about a story. It's a mother and son story.